What asterisk up thing did you do as a kid? I was 12 and tried searching everywhere for asterisk of children of my age because I didn't like looking at adults. Boy, was I stupid. I did this around the same age. Still surprised no one ever bashed our door down. Tons of kids do this. Even if they start tracking you, they know the difference between that and an adult seriously trying to find it. Yeah, you're right. It's got to be the level of effort. A 10 to 12 year old will probably just Google naked kids and an adult will go to forums, LimeWire, have protective VPNs, a sketchy Dropbox etc, and de-grooming asterisk. Hell, 10-year-old me couldn't even find the internet. I remember trying to look up Spankwa by typing it into a Word document. Go to forums, LimeWire, have protective VPNs, a sketchy Dropbox etc, and de-grooming asterisk. You seem to know the routine very well. Gave my little brother X-Lax and told him it was chocolate when we were under 10. I knew it would give him diarrhea, but I didn't know how badly. It was asterisk up. When I was 11, my friend and I soaked a tennis ball in gasoline and lit it on fire, and with gloves on tossed it around with my friend. Just cause. Ended up throwing it to him in an arc and he missed, and it slid down his chest, leaving a on fire gasoline trail on his shirt. Had first degree burns and we really got in trouble for that one. Friends and I would hang out on a side street with a 1-gallon gas can and a lighter. When we saw a car coming, one of us would run across the street while pouring gas and the other friend would light the gas after he was clear. That's some gummo asterisk lol. As an Ohioan, this is a great comparison. My parents used to host a lot of parties when I was at the most dangerous age, young teens, 4 boys. There'd always be a bunch of leftover beer, and my parents refused to drink anything that wasn't their brand, so they'd throw it away. Instead, I'd invite my friends over, and at the end of the night, we'd take all the leftover non-Bud Light beer, put the cans on the road, and hide in the woods. Cars would run over them and they'd explode. We stopped after one time where a guy hit some, stopped in the middle of the road, got out of his truck with a huge shotgun, and chased us into the woods for about 10 minutes. I tried to poison my mom's boyfriend. I was probably around 11. I had one of those science kits from the Scholastic Book Fair. I took the citric acid and dumped the whole container into his drink. He sipped it and just said, /this. I find this even funnier because citric acid is harmless. I think I've actually seen it recently at Walmart for cooking purposes. Yeah, it's like putting lemon juice in someone's drink. I was pretty young when this happened, maybe 13 years old. I was in a hot tub with my friends and I thought I had to fart. It was not a fart. Pooped in my bathing suit, so I casually grabbed it with my hand, and while no one was looking I dropped it behind the hot tub. I was at some Amway function at a lake with my parents. I couldn't have been more than 11 years old. I had to asterisk and didn't know where the bathrooms were, so I swam out a little ways and pooped. A few minutes later the tide brought my solidly formed log floating towards the gaggle of us kidders, resulting in many screams and frantic splashing as they tried to escape my predatory turd. Edit. Just realized I typed this from the toilet, where I'm asterisk currently. Time is a flat circle. Throw fries through people's car windows as they drove by. In 7th grade my best friend asked me if I would go and ask the boy she liked if he liked her and if he would go out with her. I went over and asked him if he liked her. He said no. Then I asked if he liked me. He said yes. And then I asked him to be my boyfriend. He said yes. Then I went right back to my friend and told her that he didn't like her, but that he liked me and was now my boyfriend. I don't know why I did that. Cha real smooth. Eat coins. In 7th grade, I lit a poster on fire that was hanging on the basement wall adjacent to my parents' indoor heating oil tank. I thought it would be a great practical joke to bury a corn holder, small handle with 2 sharp prongs to hold corn on the cob, pointy side up in my yard, and wait for someone to step on it. Of course, being a kid after all,
I lost interest after a time and forgot. Sometime later in the summer, while walking barefoot, yes, I stepped on it. Asterisk 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 that hurt. Learned a valuable lesson about practical jokes. I made my brother and his friends a jug of Kool-Aid with water from the toilet. I had a notebook that I proceeded to fill with drawings. Each page was a scene like a comic book. It told the pictorial story of a woman getting pregnant and giving birth with graphic detail. Detail according to my 7-year-old understanding of how birth worked. She pooped the baby, didn't she? Isn't that how it works, right? I still cringe when I remember that I asked my 6th grade teacher what a asterisk 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 was because some older kids kept talking about it. She was cool though and told me. I was confused between what condoms and condoms were and asked my teacher because my sister refused to edit. Of course my most upvoted comment is about condoms lol. Edit #2, my first silver. Thanks Reddit stranger. I put liquid soap on my siblings' toothbrushes for April Fools because I read about it as a prank somewhere. I took my holidays very seriously. When I was 13, the blizzard of '93 rolled through, holding me captive for 2 weeks indoors with my family. I was lonely asterisk 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 and hadn't seen a female in 2 whole weeks. I was dying to get out of the house one day when I had one of the most brilliant ideas. I made my way to the woods behind my house, climbed down into a gully. In that gully is where I made her a snow woman. She was amazing. I sculpted her out of snow covering the ground so I could lay on top of her. I gave her some asterisk asterisk asterisk, some curves and a hole, and for some reason, a smile and 2 rocks for eyes to gaze into. I removed my gloves, unzipped and got busy. When I finished, I brushed myself off and erased her. Climbed out of the gully, through the woods and back inside to my room, and listened to Counting Crows for an hour or so. And never has another woman been able to compare to that fleeting tryst in the gully. Went to the cinema dressed as a ninja for attention. How were you supposed to get attention if nobody could see you? Yeah, he clearly spelled free admission wrong. When I was 8, I stole my father's nickel collection and spent it on penny candy. Yo, what the asterisk asterisk asterisk? Is he mad at you? Was it silver or proofs? My dad has a massive collection of silver quarters he inherited from his dad. At one point, he counted and put them all in paper rolls. My younger brother took a few rolls, having no idea what they were or what they were worth, and blew all of them in asterisk 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 quarter machines. My dad was beyond pissed. Why he kept them in a cardboard box in a closet, I don't know. But, either way, my brother shouldn't have been going through their asterisk 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 and taken them. But, he keeps them locked up now. I put countless rocks on the train tracks in hopes of derailing it. Filled a super soaker with rubbing alcohol and sprayed fire. So basically attempted mass murder. I helped a Jewish kid steal a Christmas tree. He complained his family never had a Christmas tree. I feel like this could be the plot of a movie. I used to have a couple bullies in the 1st grade. One day they decided it would be a good idea to strap me to a bench and strip me. So you know what I did? I asterisk 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 my pants right then and there. They never bothered me again. Dominance, hell yeah. My cousin and I were like 7ish or so and playing upstairs in a room by ourselves. My aunt left her sewing machine and they're ready to go. We were fascinated by how fast the needle moved up and down when we stepped on the foot pedal. Then we had the idea to see who could get their finger out of the way before the needle started moving. He went. Safe. I went. Safe. He went. Blood shot out and screaming commenced. My older brother pissed me off, so I pissed in a super soaker. Dominance. What's with kids peeing on each other? We had to suspend 2 girls this summer at camp because they filled milk cartons with their own pee and dumped it on other kids. Sounds like the summer camp was boring, so they improvised. In 8th grade, in the fall season, my friends and I were hanging out in this tunnel. It was filled with dry leaves. As we sat on the walls of the tunnel shooting the asterisk asterisk asterisk, I was mindlessly throwing matches into the leaves. I had this weird obsession with fire.
Since I was really young, I was spacing out just staring at the little flames until my friend grabbed me and pointed out how fast it was spreading. We started stomping on the leaves and the fire just kept rapidly spreading. We looked at the openings of the tunnel and black smoke was just glooming out of both ends. Semicolon. A few other things happened after that, but it ended with my friends and I running away. The way our neighborhood worked, we could see the tunnel from my friend's house without being seen by anyone else. The tunnel had a massive flame coming out of both ends. I can't believe how bad the fire was. But it was in a remote area, there wasn't anything close to it that it could burn down. Not justifying what I did, because it was extremely reckless, dangerous and destructive. But all things considered it was pretty harmless and luckily I never got caught. It's actually good early on you had a fire scare like that. My brother was a bit of a pyromaniac too, and that never stopped with him, until he almost burned off his leg trying to put out a fire he started that grew out of control. Thank goodness he is only a bit disfigured. I played poker with a guy who was nicer than nice, such a great guy. He only came once and never saw him again. His face was asterisk near melted off. Face melted into chin, little face structure, barely a nose. As a kid he was doing dumb things as kids do and was playing with gasoline and matches. For the rest of his life he almost never came out of his home. Nice guy, but apparently his 1 or 2 social events every few months was all he could handle mentally, from what we heard from people who knew him better than us. We were very welcoming and asked him to come back, but he said no and ghosted us. Felt bad for the guy. All kids do stupid asterisk. He had to pay for it the rest of his life.